my dad was very handy. My mom was very crafty. And I did Habitat for Humanity. I did that for about 9 years. I did hurricane relief with the church. I did World Changers, where I taught high schoolers how to roof. So the construction part of it, which is totally different in a van, is I just feel like I always say I use my talent of construction for the good of others, and God has continued to bless me. Every time I feel like I can't figure it out, it's, you know, I just feel blessed with some good DNA from, you know. Yeah, I have that where I can look at a picture and kind of put it together. So, but have always done, I built a log home, did residential stuff first, and then, you know, watched a whole lot of YouTube University. Yeah.
So you were a nurse also, though, right? Traveling nurse?
I'm a retired nurse.
Retired. So you did that, plus you built at the same time?
I'm sorry?
You did that both at the same time?
Yeah. As a nurse, I did 12-hour shifts, worked in the ER weekend option, so I could easily get 11 days off at a time. And every year, our hospital was mission-oriented. So every year when I would do the World Changers or the, that was in Texas, or, well, that was depending on where it was. I went to Texas for 9 years and built, I taught the Women's Missionary Union down in Texas.
Oh, that's cool.
Houses, and now they don't need me anymore, and that was the goal. Okay. So I went down there for about 9 years. I've done about 16 houses.
Wow.
But, and a couple dozen roofs. But, so the hospitals were really mission oriented, and matter of fact, one year I won an award for mission, but I don't know, I can't remember what year that was. But so they would always extend, like I could get 11 days off with no vacation time, and they would extend it if I needed more for my Texas trip or for World Changers. So
that's cool.
Yeah. So I did nursing and construction stuff.
Busy woman.
Yes, if you have a small, something that needs to be done in your van, are you interested in doing small, or do you just do big builds and just little, you know, things that need to be done?
That's one of the one things that, especially now that I've got Sean here, we really accommodate to those a la carte, we call them projects, and a lot of people will not take them on, and that's what's nice about us. Like these guys here, I'll tell you if you don't mind, Becca and Terry recently, newlyweds, bought a van, want to travel, and reached out to me. They stopped by the shop one day and were like, we want to do the van build. We want to maybe do some of it ourselves, maybe not. They came by last week. I think I had their van for 3 or 4 days and did the insulation, a couple windows, vent fan. And then I have people that come in and just get a hitch or just get a moonroof. That van back there, I just put 2 windows, a moonroof, and one of those little, I call them lady bug out vent, solar vent fans. So yes, we do that all the time. Sometimes we can squeeze them in, sometimes we can't. I am scheduling full bills for 2027. And
Nice.
So what we do is some people will buy a van and they will, they're on the list for 2027. And I want them to be out on the road because driving your van, taking some trips while you're on the list is a very good way to decide
what you want.
Mm-hmm. Because when you're watching other videos or you see what someone else is doing, you think, that's what I want to do. That's what I want to do. And 9 times out of 10, you're going to change it. My van, if you've been following the channel for a while, I completely gutted it in December and rebuilt the whole thing. So you think you know what you know until you're out there and you're like, really, I don't need this. So people will come by. Patricia and Kurt, this transit over here, they came by. I put a window and a vent fan in for them, shore power. That way they could go out and do some camping trips.
Mm-hmm.
They came back another time after that, and I am so sorry. And came back another time for some work. And then when it was their turn on the list, we only had their van for, a month, couple weeks.
2.5 weeks.
2.5 weeks and finished their build. So,
You rushed and got mine ready for your meetup last year.
yeah,
I wanted windows and the Max Air fan.
yeah.
And I had ordered the wrong windows because I didn't talk to her first. So before you buy anything, talk to her first.
There you go. Yeah.
And do it 2 or 3
Some
times.
windows, some things work better on certain vans than others. So, yeah.
What's the price range of builds you've done? Like the most expensive one and then the most economical one?
So when I give prices, you have to remember, as you guys all know, you can come up with a toilet setup for probably about $5. I can get you a toilet for $3,000. It depends on how fancy you want to be.
I mean, for you building, what's
yeah.
like the craziest one you've done in the...
So the biggest one I've done was probably for just labor is about $26,000. I've done one for, they probably don't have 5,000 worth of, projects in there. Depending on what you're truly going to do with it. I mean, we could put a bed platform, a window, and a fan in, a couple $100,
Yeah.
under 1,000. So,
Just
but
depends.
the most like full builds I did one that was $6,700 for labor, and then one that was about $26,000 for labor. So, because when you start, taking pianos apart and turning them into usable components in a van, sometimes that costs money. That craftsmanship costs money. And I'm telling you, if you have, we were looking at some storytellers, they're $300,000 vans.
Yeah.
It's a like a adventure van. They're out of like Alabama or somewhere south. But when you start looking at some of the vans out there,
Come on.
some of the bare minimum vans with pressed wood with the laminate finishes are $140,000. I've never had a van leave my shop that was $140,000 for the van, all the components, and the labor. So we are still. It's. I tell people, if you can find a builder that beats us, we'll probably match them. We'll, see what you got going on.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Right.
Can you run your air conditioner without shore power?
I can run mine without shore power because, but I can't run it long. I ran it. I was over here the other day for Bev's meetup. I ran it during the open house because mine runs at about 600 watts an hour. And we're going to talk about that in the electrical thing because a lot of people will say, well, I've got a 1,000-watt battery, a 1,000-watt power bank. Watts and watt hours are different. And usable watt hours and what your battery, like it says, oh, it's 800-watt-hour battery. You're not going to get 800 usable watt hours out of a 800-watt battery.
About 700.
About that on the
little over.
electrical one, but
Mine's 800, but it gives me about 7.
A system out there that can run a AC current air conditioner or a DC current air conditioner all day. I don't have to worry about my power at all. I never have to look at my batteries. It doesn't exist right now. Except that beast that one probably does.
Because my son-in-law drives a semi, and he can run, because they have to park for 8 hours.
Yeah.
And he has his air conditioner. Is it because his engine's running?
Yeah. And
Yes.
And semis, they can have a starter battery, and then they've got the queen size bed in the cab. They've got probably 800
You smell doggy.
hours of battery. And I don't know if you've ever sat by a semi that wasn't running. It has and that is how they do it.
Like a great big
Because it is
12-volt
DC
refrigerator.
charging as it's sitting there idling, and that's how they do it. I don't know how many times you've been at a Love's and you hear these semis park, and it's still running. They don't shut them down much.
How far out are you if you just want to do a small, not remodel, but something on your van? Like, how does that work to get in with you?
It depends on the size of project. It also depends if I need help. Like if you contacted me and said, I want a window installed, I could do a window tomorrow morning at 9. We'd have you on the road by 9:40.
I'll be there. No.
Boy, did you mess up.
There are projects that take 2 of us. It takes, a little bit longer. I did an AC install last week by myself, and it really depends. I've got all winter. What I did this year is I had a client that canceled because of a cancer scare, a 401 scare, and so he canceled and just is kind of staying on my list but waiting to see how things go. And instead of pulling a 2026 forward, Sean and I have been doing small projects
You're
for
fine.
the last several weeks.
It's okay.
So it really depends on
it's okay.
when you call me and
It's okay.
what I'm doing. In January and February, we do not work here in Missouri. We go to Arizona. So if you're in Arizona at the RTR, we're up on the roofs of vans for a couple of months out there.
Wow, that's cool.
Doing small projects.
There you go. There's your answer.
That's great.
What?
There you're gonna go.
I only have me and Sean. We have had offers of, I would love to do an apprentice for you, and we're busy, and I just don't have time to train anybody. I think Sean would leave me if I brought anybody else on. I'm telling you, there are days when Sean and I get in the shop, and we don't have to say anything.
That's cool.
And he's doing his project, I'm doing mine. We don't like, hey, can you? And he's already got it in his hand, handed it to me.
That's great.
And
That's awesome.
If you've been out there, we work pretty good together.
That's great.
So
That's a blessing.
we have a mutual respect. I won't get too many. I get too many women out there in the shop, and I'm like, you guys have to go to the waiting room.
Exactly.
Yeah. Sometimes we let
Hilarious.
people come and kind of hang out while we work on their van. So sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So it's a case by case. Sherry,
Where are we? I mean, I just got in the car and started driving. What's the largest city?
this city,
No, what's the closest largest city?
I mean, you know what? People that are from
What's the
Florida,
matter with you?
California
Are you
call a
scared?
large city something different than what I call a large city.
Yeah.
Farmington down 67, probably about 35, 40 minutes from here is the largest city. Poplar Bluff is south. It's not too much further than that, probably. But for me, because I'm closer, my home is closer to the city. St. Louis is what we call the city. If we have to go to that's just like baseball games and government. Yeah.
Concerts.
But Farmington, you can get almost anything in Farmington, probably.
We have a Penny's and a Chick-fil-A.
Oh, Menards is important. Yeah, that's what I said. That's important.
You can get hard. We've got a Walmart in Fredericktown. Fredericktown's if you know the right people, you can probably, if you needed something, we probably might be able to find it. There's a couple of smart hardware stores that you would be surprised what they have.
Yeah.
But when I get when I go for a big wood load, I go to Farmington. Yep. And then beyond that is Festus, and then you might as well go to the city. The St. Louis city. once you go to the city, you get entangled in all that traffic.
Yeah.
We all like to go around the city.
Yes.
Cape Girardeau is a little bit, it's south on 55. You can take some beautiful country roads past Juan and get
You
there.
smell, Mom?
Cape Girardeau's pretty.
What's she doing?
When Farmington is out of the book, I mean,